All right, we are on hole number 3 of the Ghostly Glades tournament qualifying round in the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and take a look at hole number 3. Maybe. See what we got going on hole number 3. I believe this is one of the older holes. And we're going to be coming up into here. We're going to start off here, bounce over to here, try and get as close to the rough up here as we can, but it doesn't really matter. We don't have to do something spectacular here. We're going to use a QB just because it's a layup shot, and we're going to use a katana, and then we're going to use our sniper to try and get ourselves in the hole. And this is definitely a hole that has albatross potential written all over it. And the reason we're using our sniper is because we're getting a little better ball guide. We're using our QB just because it's a little more accurate on that drive shot. This wouldn't be a bad hole to use a Kingmaker on just because it'll give you, and let's use a Kingmaker just because it'll help knock that wind down on that next shot. And we have lots of them. This is why you save your balls for tournaments, so you're not afraid to pull out one of those balls. And you can afford to bring them out. I'm constantly amazed when I'm in, when I do have time to practice, and I'm in one of the lower tours, Tour 7 and below, and people are pulling out big balls or the special balls that you have to pay for to get. And I'm not really sure what the deal is. I mean, as I've said before, they're your balls. You can do whatever you want with them, but when you get into a tournament and you're like, man, wish I still had some of those Power 4 balls. Well, quit using them on one-on-ones for 20,000 coins. We're going to take the wind out of play here because we're just doing a layup shot. The goal here is to not end up in the rough up there. And we really didn't need to add any curl on it there, but the reason we added the curl is if we hit a great shot to the left, we'd end up in the sand. So the curl means that if we hit a great shot to the left, we end up halfway between the sand and where we're at. We hit a perfect shot, we end up where we're at. We hit a great shot to the right, we end up a little bit further to the right, but we're taking the sand out of play every time by adding that curl. We definitely don't want the ball to go to the left, so we add some curl to the right. That way if we hit a great ball to the left, we still end up in good shape. Our main goal here is to give ourselves this second shot with our sniper. That's the club we brought, that's the club we want to use. Now the Kingmaker is going to put us probably more towards mid-club. I usually play this with a lower level ball, so we'll see where we're at. So we're in our sniper, and there's our minimum, there's our maximum, so we're getting towards max here. And we want to go right at it. It's kind of hard to see the blue on this green fairway. 2.5, 2.5, and we just need to hit perfect. Give ourselves a shot at albatross. Oh, a little short. That was a good shot, though. That was a good try. Close. Close, but no cigar. That's definitely a hole to get an albatross on. That particular hole, when you're using a common club with the color of the green, it's kind of hard to see your ball guide. So we had the right idea. We did a full adjustment, so I really liked using the Kingmaker QB sniper combo, going right at it. One per ring. And obviously that's not going to be a shot that you make albie on every time, but the goal is to give yourself that albie shot every time. I've shot a lot of albatrosses on this hole. And that drive shot, you can absolutely use extra mile. You can use any driver, but a better accuracy driver, and especially the QB, because the QB, you got good curl. So, you can land a little more in the middle and take the curvature of that first landing spot when you're doing your drive kind of out of play, and you can apply more curl and get yourself back into the center of the landing area out there for the layup. So there's no downside. That's definitely a hole to bring a rock or a QB just because of the accuracy. All right, there you have it. That was hole number 3 of the Ghostly Glades tournament, rookie qualifying round. Thanks for watching.